Hi guys and welcome back to another DrAce video, and today we're going to be playing MotoGP 23. It is now time for round 18 of our championship for Moto2. It is time for the Sepang International Circuit of Malaysia. So in second position for the qualifying, went very well actually, but couldn't quite get past Arbolino. We wait for the red lights to go out and away we go. So there it is in the bottom right corner of your screen. The most important part of this video is to beat Pedro Acosta and in turn beat Tony Arbolino as well. But you may have noticed Pedro Acosta is nowhere to be seen in the top 8. For some reason, he qualified down in 19th place. So we have a massive opportunity today to really hammer home some important championship points, but we've got some trouble in the form of Tony Arbolino and his teammate Sam Lowe scything their way through in the first couple of corners. Beautifully done from the Elfmark VDS duo of the two riders ahead of us, but for now we're splitting them up. Arbolino drops to third and Sam Lowe's does get to the front, but he must have missed a gear or something there because he has gone quite slow into that corner. But Sam Lowe's gets punted into the side of me, and it's going to be 3 abreast going into the... Oh, messy! Oh, that was messy! But thankfully we did stay on board. Sam Lowe's is now back into the lead, and then there is Tony Arbolino in third. But a very difficult corner to get right is the Genting corner, turn 7, and now for turn 8. We're piling on the pressure on Sam Lowe's, but wow, he's doing really well, but struggles upon the exits is seen. But here on the brakes is where I was gaining a lot of time in the qualifying. Are we doing the same here? Yes, we are. 6 tenths, 8 tenths a second. Wow, we gained a lot of time in that corner. Tony Arbolino down to 4th. Of course, his championship challenge has come to a close in real-life Moto2. And in fact, it came to a close right here at this very circuit as Pedro Acosta won the Moto2 World Championship. Now, the interesting part is, it looks like Pedro Acosta's about to suffer that same fate as Arbolino, but in the virtual form. Is that going to be the case here today? But so far, he's lost points. Lost a lot. He'll be down to 33 points behind with 2 rounds remaining. Yeah, that's not looking promising for Pedro. But it's not looking too bad for Tony Arbolino. In fact, never mind. Tony Arbolino, I thought he was in second. It's not. It's Sam Lowe who's in second. Arbolino is down to 6th. What on earth happened to him on that opening lap? Of course, we had the ding-dong of a battle for the first couple of corners, but certainly falling backwards. It is now down to 7th. Iagora just behind him. Jake Dixon ahead of him, and Sean Dylan Kelly having a fantastic race up there in 5th position. But as it stands, 2.3 seconds is the gap to Sam Lowe's. We're still running the third power option, so I don't want to repeat of Chang and I don't want to repeat of Phillip Island, so we're going to have to drop the fuel relatively soon. But I don't know how well this is going to go for the race pace. I haven't really tried it in Power Steering 2. I don't know what my potential will be with the second power option. Another race where we're going to have to gamble on the fuel. It seems to work well where we use Power Steering 3 for as long as we can, and then drop down to the second power option, but getting caught up on the last lap always sucks. It's not a good situation for us to be in. A bit like Ayumi Sasaki right now in Moto3. Of course, in fact, he was beaten by his teammate here, actually by Colin Vire, the first Dutch rider to win in a long time in the lower class. But 3.5 seconds is the gap now to Sam Lowe's. Aaron Canet in third. Hopefully soon we'll get an info, a little standing update to see where Tony Arbolino is in the championship picture. I think at this point he's overtaken Acosta, but by how many points? My whole goal is to go to Qatar with a race victory amount of points ahead. And if you're not familiar with the race point situation here in MotoGP, it's 25 points for a victory. So if we can go to Qatar with enough points to guarantee victory in that track, so Valencia, if it does happen to have a mixed weather condition, we don't need to worry about it. We can just focus on winning the championship. But 2:03.369 secures us a 5-second lead ahead of Sam Lowe's. I'm shocked to see that the gap has gone that big. In the qualifying, this qualifying was neck and neck for the top spot. I was almost there until Tony Arbolino pipped me. I was putting in some really fast lap times. I think I was even getting into the mid 202s as Sam Lowe's has gone down That's a shame for him, but Tony Arbolino will inherit some more points. And there is Pedro Acosta. He's up to 7th. So from 19th to 7th, that's a great start for Acosta, but it's damage limitations mode for the two-time world champion. 28 points is the difference. We are going to have to start dropping down to power setting 2 in a moment. Possibly before we finish this lap. I don't really know. I think maybe I can get another lap of fuel out, but I just don't want a repeat situation of what we had so far. It just keeps happening. But look at Sean Dylan Kelly on the podium now. What a season he has had. Well, what should I say? What a second half of the season he's had. Just like ourselves, we've improved all the way through the season. And now for the latter stage, the bike is cooking on gas. It is beautiful. Oh, and now Aaron Canette's gone down. He's taken Sean Dylan Kelly with him. So there's been another change now in the top 8. Pedro Acosta gains 2 more places. Arbolino stays in 7th. Aaron Canette must have quickly got back on his bike there because he's in 6th. Good, impressive from the Spaniard. So a little bit wide there for turn 14. The gap now at 6.5 seconds ahead of compatriot Jake Dixon. But I definitely feel once we get across the line here, we need to drop down to power setting 2. I think that is the right time to do it. Around half distance is usually my go-to. As both Acosta and Arbolino have bunched up into 5th and 6th. We'd have a 26-point lead. So all we would need then is a single point in Qatar to secure the championship. And that way we wouldn't have to go into Valencia and worry about the situation. That would be huge. Can you believe it? From the first 7 races, we were winless, only a few podiums, some embarrassing races in Argentina, embarrassing in the likes of Le Mans, Mugello, really difficult situations to be in as Jake Dixon goes down. It's been a tough season, but that second half since that victory in Assen, I still strongly believe the turning point was the Saxon Ring. Once we got that done, once we got that sorted, and yet we still came up short, but we had a great race there and we really discovered how to use the fuel in MotoGP 23. But yeah, there's a long way to go in this one, still 2 races after this one, so there's no reason to get too high on our high horse. But I'm just excited to see what the prospect is. Ayagora now, he was down to about 10th earlier on, but he's up to 2nd. Good race for the Japanese ride on the Idemitsu Team Honda Asia bike. So into the left-hander for turn 9. I do feel quite strong going into that very tight apex. As oh my goodness, did I just see Acosta go down? He has gone down, but he's still in 3rd. Did he recover tremendously quick? Or did he not go down and that was a glitch? Well, he's still 21 points behind, so my chance of securing the Moto2 World Championship in Qatar is still high, but I would need a few more points than just 1. I would need 4, which again is not that much, but if Pedro Acosta wins, then the only thing I can do there is finish 2nd, so yeah, puts us in a somewhat of a difficult situation. I just really don't know what to think if Valencia is a mid-mixed conditions race. If it is, then we might lose the championship. I'm just that nervous about those mixed conditions. I have no confidence in them. It's so difficult for us. Misano, we barely made a point. I think we got 2 or 3. And the races before that have just been disastrous. We need full conditions of either full wet or full dry. Either or, but just not both. It doesn't work out well for us. But of course, guys, if you are enjoying the video so far, be sure to hit the like button and consider subscribing. I do appreciate that you guys are enjoying this content, and I certainly enjoy making it for you. But I would appreciate some assistance, because I'm so close now to 10,000 subscribers now. I would really appreciate getting there before Christmas. It'd be a lovely Christmas gift. So, yeah, if you don't mind, I would appreciate it. But, of course, don't feel forced at the same time. And you may have seen throughout the video the Discord DrAce Academy sort of graphic popping up on the top part of the screen. That's just to let you know that if you want to join the DrAce Academy Discord server, you can do so by the link in the description down below. We organise championships, online races, and have a good chat about anything bikes there as well. But importantly, we need to discuss this. 21 points clear of Acosta and 37 clear from Tony Arbolino. What happened to Tony? He's only getting 7 points, but we're going to acquire a 37-point championship lead on Tony Arbolino. Thus, meaning Tony Arbolino will be out of the championship picture in the next race. That's huge. We could... He won't even make it to Qatar. He's in 7th now, so he must have recovered some more points. He was only getting 7 points, so that would put him around 8th or 9th, I think. So maybe now he's going to be getting, what, 10, 11 points? I can't remember the MotoGP point system. I know it's 15th, you get 1, 14th 2, 13th 3, etc, etc. Just need to work it out, but I'll figure it out towards the latter stage of the video, because of course the game will do it for us. But at this stage of the Grand Prix, we are losing quite a lot of time per lap. Around 1 point... my lap time's been a bit messy here in Qatar, in Sepang. I do like this circuit, but I'm just not particularly good at it. I feel confident and comfortable in quite a few corners, but then there's just parts that I have no idea. I love this first split. I find the first sector here in Sepang is great. I feel like I'm really competitive. I especially love this braking zone here. I think it has a really nice flow to it. But the part after this, all the way up to the sectors, to the split, I struggle. I really struggle around this part here. I just don't have the confidence. The line looks clean, but it's just not fast. I've got to figure it out for more exchange. And I did find this in the qualifying. I was losing time here and a little bit in Sector 4, but there's certain parts around this track that I am fast at, but yeah, difficult track. But anyway, into turn 8, we still have a 7-second advantage to Jeremy Alcoba. I need to buy Jeremy Alcoba a pint after this one, because he's helping me out dramatically for the Championship Challenge. And if Tony Arbolino and Sean Dillon Kelly can get involved and dethrone Acosta from that position, we definitely can win it in Qatar. All depends what Acosta does, and it all depends on what Tony Arbolino does as well. But we could be winning this championship in Qatar. I can't believe that. I would say this all comes down to the Phillip Island race. We have been consistent in every single race recently. We've been fighting at the front. We've been fighting for valiant championship points, great positions per race, and that is what's eventually going to be the difference maker. Too many... Oh, Acosta's up to 2nd. The gap has been reduced down to 17 points. Oh, this championship is not over yet. It's far from over, but we'd only need 8 points then. And that adds up. Oh, what's happened there? Jake Dixon and Iagora going down. Borja Gomez is up to 7th place. Good job for the Fantic rider. Not seen much of Celestino Vietti in our career mode. Definitely expected to see him a bit more up there and a bit more prominent. But I guess we all feel the same way in real life as well, I guess, unfortunately. But as it stands, Acosta in 2nd. He's 17 points behind. Jeremy Alcoba in 3rd. Sean Dillon Kelly eyeing up a podium. I think he got on the podium in the Saxon Ring in our career mode, but I don't really remember. I think he might have just missed out. But I do feel he or Rory Skinner has been on the podium this season at some point. I don't know why, but I think there was some drama. I don't remember. I think Sean Dillon Kelly got on the podium. I think it might have been possibly in Mazzano. I don't remember. But for now, we've only got one focus, and that is to keep this lead. It has been dwindling somewhat, but we're not losing the lead or the gap like we were in the Chang International Circuit. And we don't need to drop down to power setting 1 either, meaning I've made a good decision with the fuel. I'm happy about that. I've now become the fuel master. Well, definitely not, but I'm happier that I'm actually making results with the fuel. But I gotta say, a lot of these Moto2 races recently have just been me at the front, churning out the lap times, keeping up the pace to avoid the strong, fast-paced riders in the latter stage of the races for the AI to come and beat me. And as I mentioned before, and I'll mention again, 120% difficulty AI, not very strong for the first couple of laps, but boy, when it comes to the last laps, they just get a fire in them and they go fast. They don't suffer from tyre wear, they don't suffer from the bike getting picked up, and they don't suffer from a fuel consumption point. So, yeah, they're all on it. But we're very close now to not only winning this Moto2 championship, we'll be moving up to MotoGP. It's coming full circle, guys and gals. I'm very much enjoying this, and I hope you guys are too. I've really enjoyed my time so far with MotoGP 23, and I can't wait to move up to MotoGP to see the new challenge. It's going to be great. But in that first split, we actually gained a bit of time now, actually, surprisingly. A little bit deep into turn 2, that's cost us a bit of time. We actually lost more time, but Acosta instead... No way! Acosta! Pedro Acosta's binned it! Pedro Acosta is plummeting. He's down to 7th now, and he's lost 20. He's going to be losing 28 points now. Thus meaning he's going to have an incredible race in Qatar to win this championship. He might be out of the picture at this one. Oh, I can't believe that. He hasn't really suffered though. He's only dropped down to 6. But that's a 10-point swing. When he was in 2nd place, he was recovering the lead, or at least reducing the damage of the lead down to 17 points. It's now up to 27, which means I just have to I don't have to do anything in Qatar. It's him who's got to do it all. And Sean Dillon Kelly is up to 2nd. Brilliant race from the American. Of course, in real life... Oh, no! Oh my goodness, I almost lost a front. Whoa! Good. Whoa, my lord, what a lap this has been. Pedro Acosta's gone down. Sean Dillon Kelly has just disappeared from the face of the earth. I jinxed myself, I jinxed him, and then I almost lost a front going into the right-hander there. Wow, that was a scary moment. Wow, that was close. The bike went really out of shape there. Oh, wow. Definitely rewind and have a look at that one, guys. That was scary. I shouldn't focus on that left-hand side of the screen. There's just too much drama happening, which I shouldn't be involving myself in. I just need to focus on the race right now. Paying attention to that is the worst thing I could do. But I can't help to look, and oh, that's a massive championship difference. We are 27 points clear from Pedro Acosta, and ultimately 24 points clear from Tony Arbolino, meaning just 1 point would be enough to secure me the championship in Qatar. Oh, wow. The drama in this championship is unprecedented. And Acosta, he's gone down, and he's no longer in the top 10. His championship lead now is a 30... Well, his championship deficit is now 37 points. I can't believe the difficulties the AI have had in the latter stage of the season. And now Borja Gomez is up into 2nd. He's not allowing Tony Arbolino that 2nd place. Arbolino desperately needs the 4 additional points. Wow, I can't believe this. I cannot believe the drama that we have been treated to here in Sepang. Much different to the real Moto2 race. I watched it yesterday and it was the most boring race I've seen. Even in MotoGP it was just 2 really boring races, but here in Moto2 career mode, yeah, my race at the front's not been the most exciting, but the drama behind has certainly been fascinating. And now Borja Gomez has gone down. Aaron Canet's up to 2nd. And there's Tony Arbolino down in 3rd. He's approaching the right-hander now that we've just passed. So this has been a wild race. Rory Skinner's up to the top 5. Good job to the number 33. And then Sean Dillon Kelly, who did crash, is down in 7th. So good recovery from him as well. But that whole top 8 is the strangest top 8 I've ever seen. Myself, Canet, Arbolino, not too unrealistic, seems fair. Philip Salax, Rory Skinner, Jeremy Alcoba, Sean Dillon Kelly, and Borja Gomez with those 4 riders there is just not what I was expecting. 5 riders, sorry, I can't count. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Guys, we're going to come out in the final corner now, and I tell you what, they were catching me up pretty quickly because I've had an abysmal lap time here. But doesn't matter because we get across the line for victory, which puts us 1 step closer to the championship. So there you are then, guys. We have the victory here. Aaron Canet in 2nd with Tony Arbolino. And look at Rory Skinner. A 2:02.404 on the final lap. Look at all of them actually doing 2:02s and 2:03s. Impressive lap times at the end of this race. But guys, this is the important part. We are now 28 points clear from Tony Arbolino. 37 clear from Pedro Acosta. We could be the Moto2 champion in the next video. Wow. Unbelievable. Guys, That's amazing. But I think that's it for me. Thank you very much for watching this video. I do hope you enjoyed. If you did, let me know in the comment section down below. And I'll leave you with the Teams Championship on the screen now. But guys, thanks for watching. See you in the next video. See you tomorrow. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And ciao for now. Oh hi, didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite sate your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.